Yes, ladies and gentlemen, hier ist DJ Teddy aus Köln. Heute zu Gast bei mir einer der meiner absoluten Favoriten aus der Vergangenheit, die für richtige, reale R&B-Musik stehen, die Legendaries. Aus ATL im Haus heute Abend. 112 heute, ladies and gentlemen.
What's happening?
How you doing, guys?
Man,
Everything's good, good, man.
Yes.
Good to see you again.
Yes.
You have been so many times in Germany, right?
Yes.
Like our second home now.
Second home. You like it?
Let's leave it.
Yes.
You learned something? You learned something in German? Not the things that you told me before. Maybe some.
Links are vegan.
Links
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Something other things? Dankeschön.
Dankeschön, bitteschön.
Danke.
We learn Liebchen, Fräulein, Dummkopf.
Okay, the most important words you.
Ich liebe dich. We learned that.
Okay. Can you see different reactions in your performances from the party people in the States to Europe, maybe especially in Germany?
Yeah, man. You know, it's kind of it's real funky over here, man. It's funky fresh over here, man. It's a real good atmosphere. You know, everybody loves to party. Nobody thinks that they're better than no one else, so it's like a real great party atmosphere. You know, people just have a good time. You know, everybody drinks, they smoke their cigarettes, and you know, and then they just have a good time, man. You know what I mean? So that's the impression that we get. You know, in America, it's kind of like, it's kind of more. What's the word I'm looking for, Q?
I mean, over here, it's almost like it's like they appreciate it. And you guys are so into it, and it makes us feel like anytime we can come over here and perform, man, we always getting up because to be real with you, like in the States, because they have so many American artists at their disposal, it's almost like I like
also the next one, like.
But over here, man, like a lot of artists don't really take the time to come to the places in the territories abroad. So that if you do come over here and spend some time over here, what we've noticed is you guys will just support you no matter what. And I mean, 112, we hadn't had a record out in 5 years, but we can still come over here because we put out a great product over the years, and we've shown you guys that we're not just artists that's gonna come over here and then you never see us again, but we always make sure we put that time in with you, and in turn we've created a relationship.
Okay.
So anytime we come out here, I mean, the shows are good, the response is good, the reaction is great. I mean, we love it.
Okay. And 112 stands for real R&B music for the past, it's like more like R&B, it's like a movement thing, and what is your opinion about this new R&B style mixed with house, the whole this pop productions, like all the beats that works right now in the clubs or radio about 128 BPM thing, and what is your opinion about this?
Well, it's just the evolution of music, man. It's just we just go with the times. Like when 12 came out, we were like the only R&B cast that was singing over up-tempo beats, and then that became the norm. So as just time goes along and people's tastes get more, I guess exquisite is the word I'm looking for. Like the more people get more sophisticated as far as the sound is concerned, then you'll see an evolution of music where the hip hop and the mesh between that and the pop music that's going on right now with the house, like that was unheard of 10 years ago, but now they're doing it and it's like the norm. So people are really gravitating towards a more universal sound with music versus just being one genre. And it's almost getting to a point where it's just going to be music, you know what I mean? And not just hip hop, not just R&B, not just pop, but the eventuality of it, what I would like to see, the eventuality of it being just plain music and just appreciating whether you're black, white, don't matter, German, American, you just like music,
Just when it's good and it works.
If it works and it's good, man, you keep smoking it,
Is for you just more a trend? Or is it like, it works?
I hope it's
goes for the next 2-3 years maybe? Or is it just the thing comes back to the roots, in 3 years it's just only more the R&B thing?
I mean, for me,
from the past that we know,
I don't mind additions and adding to. But for me, in my personal opinion, like you just can't forget the grassroots and the foundation. So if new genres are created and it becomes, like Mike said, just music in general, you know, for me, I just, you know, ask people just don't forget the foundation and where it all came from and where it all derived from, because I mean, we'll always stand for just straight up R&B music. And you know, we'll incorporate some of the current things that are still going on, but you know, one thing you'll always get from us as a group and even as individuals, you know, you'll always get substance. You'll always get real music, songs that are timeless and songs that are classy and classic, so that, you know, 10 years from now you'll still be able to hear those songs. And I think just a lot of the music now is just for today.
Okay, how's the way you work? From where do you get inspirations for lyrics, music, songs?
Life, man.
Life, man.
Just life.
Live.
Yeah.
Live.
And favorite producer?
Teddy O.
Huh?
Teddy O is out there.
Teddy O, thank you, man. No, just maybe who's influenced your whole career, you know?
Well, we would have to say it has to be Puffy. You know, he did and gave us a because when we first started, 112 was just strictly R&B. Like, that's all we knew. That's all the type of music that we sung. And we actually clashed with Puff because he wanted us to do more up-tempo, and we were like, nah, man, we need to do this R&B. We need to sing, you know, this R&B music. So what we did, we found a compromise, and we found this mesh that was hip-hop and R&B. So that's kind of like what Mary J. Blige does with her music. You know, she sings over up-tempos and stuff. So, like I said, we clashed with Puff for a long time, but the eventuality of it was we came out with a sound that was just like really signature to 112. It was just something that the world needed at that point, because actually R&B sing over R&B or sing over hip hop tracks and an R&B artist was kind of like corny and unheard of at the time. So 112 in essentially made it cool to sing over up-tempo beats, because, you know, it wasn't really done, and if it was done, it was like the worst thing that you could have ever did. You know what I mean? So,
I heard from other close friends of mine, very famous artists, like, you don't want to say names, you know, but he comes to me and show me new stuff, you know. He stands for R&B music too, like 112, you know, and he shows me some up-tempo stuff, his voice on 127, 128 BPM, up-tempo R&B electro stuff, you know. And he asked me about my opinion, and then I told him, my serious opinion, come on, man, I want to hear your voice on a real R&B, hip-hop or whatever track, you know, but on this up-tempo thing, it's
a fad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I go back to just foundation, you know. Build yourself on something that's solid, and you know, you can incorporate certain things, but your foundation have to always be consistent and solid, man. Like, don't forget the elements of, if you're an R&B artist, don't forget the elements.
Exactly.
Ingredients that makes true R&B. Not to say that you can't pull some of this from here and add a little of that, but the bass. And the bass coat.
I'm listening to this hard thing in this kind of songs. Yeah. It's like just only strictly like a project thing, just only this is what. My opinion, I don't like it so much, you know. I like more real music, you know.
Yeah. Like, I mean, we're music lovers, so we get it. We get any kind of music, we get it. But you know, if you really had to just ask personally, I'm an R&B dude to the core of me, all the way down.
Yeah. How important is fashion for you to look good on stage, fresh, good clothes? Like, it's important for you guys when you're on stage?
We learned early on, man, that image, man, is, and we see it even today. Image is probably just as important, or maybe not even, or maybe even more important than the actual music sometimes. But I mean, just our early teachings from Puff, our managers at the time. You know, they put it in our head and in our veins, man, the importance of always looking the part, always being at your best, always sounding great, and you know, doing the things that will always have you prepared and always have people looking at you and you inspiring people. So I mean, image is very important to us on our radio when it comes to priority wise, when it comes to the success of an artist. You gotta have the image, you gotta have the music, you gotta have the personality and all those things. So but your image is very important to us.
Every time we ever see you, every time new fresh jackets, man.
Hey man, we've been doing this for a while, man. So you know,
and nice Adidas jackets. I don't know from where you have this. Every time this
Well,
This Adidas jackets, you know, it's good. You know,
yeah,
I like
man, we're
it.
trying to get Adidas to go ahead and sponsor us, man.
You have to. You have to. After this interview, maybe you know, send it to them.
Somebody from Adidas Deutschland, man. Y'all contact 112, man. We need some sponsorship, man.
Okay. And your favorite brands?
Oh, not really favorite brands, man. It's like, you know, I mean, we have some, but it's like there's no one particular brand that I don't think, because it's all about, like you said,
More
put
this
this together.
sports stuff, or more this designer stuff, or
If you do designer, it's like it's minimal at the most, you know, but it's more about your personality and you being able to take some things that are not as expensive, like, you know, Levi's or whatever, and then, you know, put on some product. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's the mesh.
It's not so much of the branding, man, but fashion is just having the eye and the vision. So you can, you know, go here and get a piece from here, go here and get a piece from there, and it doesn't always have to be expensive. But if you have the vision and you have that eye and have the confidence to pull it off,
yeah, you're
I
right.
can tell you that you ain't fly.
Yeah.
You believe it, so.
Project for the future? Fashion line, maybe?
Adidas.
Adidas fashion line.
You know, man, we're all on Twitter. We're all on Facebook. That just lets people know what we have coming up. Myself, I'm about to shoot my second fitness calendar. You get the first one, Q Parker Fitness Calendar.
You have to give me some tips later, man, after this interview, you know,
Right.
every time. But this summer, we're middle of the summer again, you know, and every year I try to be more fit, you know, and everything, but every time I find reasons, I don't go today for me, you know. Tomorrow.
I'll go tomorrow.
You know, fast food today. Last time. Tomorrow we start, you know.
But yeah, definitely check that one out. Also, we'll be releasing a solo record. First single this summer in the States, and early fall album release. But Q Parker 112 on Twitter, Q Parker Music on Facebook.
Yeah, and the next thing, and the next and last thing about where can we get some info about you, or tour dates, releases.
But definitely, you know, anything you want to know about myself or 112 currently, Twitter, Q Parker 112, Facebook, Q Parker Music.
You can also check me out on Twitter. It's called M Keith Shawty. I know it sounds crazy, but it's MKEITHSHAWDY at twitter.com. And also, I have a advice blog, you know, for love and relationships and things of that nature. You know, it's my 2 cents. I'm not an expert, but you know, from what I see, you know, I like to call it how I see it. So you can also check me out on that. It's Move Magazine. Actually, it's MoveMediaMagazine.com. And you can check me out on that. And check me out on Facebook, Michael Keith, MICHAELKEITH. Check me out on Facebook. Would love to just invite you on, add you on. So.
Whatever y'all find in there, y'all can
Hey, Rafa.
Yo, so thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
For nothing, man. And so sieht's aus. Das DJ Teddy O, 112 live aus ATL. Und wir machen uns jetzt an die Arbeit. Jetzt wird ein neuer Song aufgenommen. Den kriegt ihr bald zu hören. Und wir verbleiben mit freundlichen Grüßen aus Köln. Wir sind raus. Peace.